What if I told you that companies, including Australian companies, have been accused of committing war crimes? Yes, that's right, war crimes. That's the problem that Australian Red Cross and RMIT have been working on, trying to educate businesses that even in wars there are limits. Human dignity must be respected. Today, we share an immersive, play-based experience we've developed aimed at university business students. We want to change the way they learn about a business's ethical and legal responsibilities in conflict zones. This is War, Law and Business.
Take on the role of CEO of a multinational company in this interactive scenario brought to you by Australian Red Cross and RMIT University. The increasing number of conflicts around the world and the expansion of global markets and supply chains into these complex environments has created a real and present concern for the private sector. When a crisis occurs, a company needs to be prepared to make effective decisions under pressure. In places experiencing armed conflict and war, companies have a responsibility to ensure they understand and uphold the fundamental laws of war. This short course is designed to prepare future business leaders to tackle the unique challenges that arise under international humanitarian law in conflict zones.
We start our bulletin with breaking news.
Is it more than a human rights violation?
Somebody started shooting. We don't know if it was the BAF or our private security.
In this interactive experience, you will be confronted with challenging questions that could impact the fate of your business, your staff, and the local community. You'll gain access to tools and frameworks that can help shape corporate policy and practice, and you'll learn from experts, consult with a team, and discover how international humanitarian law can help you navigate a crisis. Prepare yourself to be the leader the business world needs. It's up to you, CEO. The idea behind international humanitarian law, or IHL, is simple. It's about the idea that even in war, there are rules and limits. These laws, largely found in the 1949 Geneva Conventions, protect people who aren't taking part in the fighting, such as civilians, wounded soldiers, and prisoners of war. Preventing and alleviating human suffering in conflict zones is inextricably linked to respect for IHL. To ensure these laws are useful in times of war, governments and the International Red Cross Red Crescent movement, including Australian Red Cross, work towards ensuring these laws are understood not only in times of conflict, but also in peacetime. So we wanted to develop a resource that would help students strengthen their understanding of IHL before they entered the workforce.
The importance of educating business students to lead the future of work in an ethical and sustainable way is reinforced by the pressing need to tackle existing and emerging global challenges. Some business programs and institutions have already woken up to this, and sector-wide there have been some moves in this direction, but there is a growing awareness of the need to go further. This includes continuing to transform pedagogy towards active learning and ensuring greater external stakeholder engagement and collaboration.
We wanted to impart a sense of urgency while giving our learners the autonomy to make decisions, so we gamified the learning experience, placing our learner at the helm of a successful international company right in the midst of a major crisis. To immerse our future business leaders in CEO life, new information comes to them from every direction. Emails, memos, video calls, instant messages, even breaking news stories. They convene a crisis team, respond to inquiries from the board, and ultimately decide how to steer the company through this wicked problem. The experience exposes them to the fundamentals of IHL right when they need it, before an actual crisis arises.
That wraps it up from us. We hope this is just the start of our journey into gamifying the way we do business education. International humanitarian law is, at its heart, about preserving a shred of humanity in humanity's darkest hour. We invite you to play the module and come and join us in spreading that message. Thank you.